This is going to be a general Halloween message. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies surrounding October 31st, or Halloween as we celebrate it. But we're also going to look at the midway point between the fall equinox and the winter solstice. Can you believe it? Where has the time gone? And I think one of the things I'd like to look at in this reading is the fear that we've been experiencing lately, the fear of moving forward. So we're going to take a look at what might be the fears right now, some shadows, and then take a look at what's to come once things are sort of revealed to us, or once we work through those fears. So let's get some overall messages before we begin and there you go. Work through your fears. Oh, no surprise. Okay, new moon in Scorpio. So the new moon in Scorpio is coming up soon. I would look at the date on the calendar just to see when that falls, or just pay attention how that plays out in your life. I have a feeling it's going to be significant. I've been saying that a lot lately, actually. Let's take a look at what else we need to know. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is a tough one. I'm a believer that forgiveness is about you, not about the other person. Sometimes we hold on to things so tightly because we don't want to give somebody grace. We don't want to give them an excuse. We don't want to make excuses for anybody. We want people to be accountable, of course. But always remember that forgiving other people is to give yourself peace, because we can visit the past. We can't live there. If we're holding on to anger, resentment, or something from the past that we feel, hurt us or wronged us, it only keeps us in that old energy. And again, I'm not excusing any bad behavior, but you have to ask yourself, why hold on to something if it's not serving? Okay? So let's see what else we need to know about this Halloween energy. Galactic mushroom. Wow, the divine matrix. Very interesting. My online family definitely understands the mushroom. I would just say that the divine matrix is that everything works intricately, right? We are definitely in a system of so many different energies bombarding us, and sometimes it's hard to navigate, right? We have this fear. And so, let's take a look at the tarot cards to see what are the fears right now. Let's just dive right into it. What is the fear being felt? Balance, equal giving and receiving. Here's the thing. People are worried that if they don't give, they're not going to receive. If they don't give, they're going to be forgotten. And it is a tough one. It hurts. I know. I hear it very often. Okay? So let's see what else is the fear. Two of Wands, leaving the comfort zone, making a decision. I want to remind you, not making a decision is making a decision. The fear is moving forward. And I've been talking about this a lot. This is in regards to making changes, not knowing what's on the other side, right? And let's see what else we need to know about this. The Fool. The Fool, again, it's brand new beginnings. It's trusting, taking a leap of faith. That is the fear. So let's take a look at, what you're not seeing. Okay? Let's take a look at what you're not seeing in this situation or this time. You're not seeing that what you think, feel, do, and say has an impact. Okay? You've got to be very careful of your self-talk, especially negative self-talk. If you're telling yourself that you're feeling run down, or you're feeling old, or you're feeling, like nothing's ever going right for you, you're manifesting all that. And the Magician is saying you have all the tools to manifest everything you could ever want. Let me just move these cards up here. You could manifest anything you want. But if you're in negative self-talk, or you're not hearing yourself, then there could be an issue. Okay? So let's see. The Hierophant. You're not seeing that it takes time and methodical steps. Nothing happens overnight. This is not about instant gratification. And you're not seeing that there's a spark here, and there's a purpose to all of this. And there is a brand new beginning. But you have to be open to it. And you're not seeing, there's the manifestation again, the Eight of Wands. You got to shoot your shot. You're not seeing that your energy says a lot. Now, I always think of the Eight of Wands, yes, as communication, but it doesn't even have to be like words. It's your body language. It's the way you present yourself. You may think that you're very open, but that's perceived openness. Sometimes our body language says, stay away. Don't come near me. Don't talk to me. No, don't ask me out. Whatever it is. It's this vibe of like, you know, I want to be open, but it's not being presented that way. Okay? And let's take a look at what will be revealed. What will be revealed? The moon. Well, of course, the moon reveals everything. Okay? Let me just move these cards out of the way, just because I want to be able to show. I want to show everything. Okay, the moon. Yeah, I want to show everything. I want to reveal. So the moon is all about surrendering, purging, letting go, things coming to light. So there are going to be things, of course, that come to light. And the Four of Pentacles, what's going to be revealed is that you're going to realize how much you've been holding back. Something's going to really like stick out at you. Something is really going to come up where you realize, oh my goodness, I've been all or nothing, or I haven't been as open as I thought. And you're going to reveal that there are deeper wounds or hurts than you realize. And that maybe you took something really to heart that you didn't think you took so much to heart. And there's the Nine of Wands. You're going to realize that it's time to get out of that wounded warrior energy. Okay? So let's go back for a moment and get some clarification with these oracle cards. So let's go back to what the fears are, right? We talked about that Six of Pentacles where we said, you know, I'm afraid that if I don't give, I won't receive. Or if I don't give, I'll be forgotten. Let me put that little reminder in their head. Let me post a story so that they see me. I don't want to be forgotten, you know. And that's a short-term gain, but it brings long-term pain. That's why I always ask, right? So let's see, Six of Pentacles. See, here's the thing: set your intentions, put them out there. You'll get an answer very quickly as to whether somebody is reciprocating or somebody feels the same way. Now, the Two of Wands says leave your comfort zone. You're afraid to do that because you're holding on to some baggage, burdens, feeling cursed, guilt, shame, regret. And it's time to let that go. That fear isn't helping you. Now, that fear of moving forward, it's one thing to ask for happiness. It's another thing to allow it. So I think there's a lot of fear of actually having the happiness. And the Fool, again, trusting, taking a leap of faith. You're divinely guided. You're afraid that if you do something like this where you make a move, that it's not going to work out. But good luck is bad luck and bad luck is good luck. You have no way of knowing. Anything could be wonderful. Anything could not be wonderful. But I would rather believe that it is wonderful than not. It all depends on perspective, right? And so let's go back to this Magician card here. And we talked about, you know, what are you not seeing? You're not seeing that your self-talk has an impact. And there's the Garden. You know, the Garden is saying, you know, you need to be open about what you want. Clearly communicate. The Garden is representative of like a public space or public venue where like things are known. So it's important to be clear about who you are and what you want. And let other people show you who they are. You don't have to prove yourself. Let them prove themselves to you, right? So the Hierophant, we talked about taking the methodical steps. Well, I mean, this could be you. This could be a man that you're dealing with, but this is essentially saying masculine energy. You've got to make some moves. What you're not seeing is that baby steps. It doesn't have to be huge. Like, you don't have to make leaps and bounds overnight, but you got to make some moves, right? So this spark or this passionate new beginning, there's something brewing and you can feel it, okay? And you have to liberate yourself. But I do think there's going to be something sudden that sort of comes in where you're like, oh my gosh, I now realize, or wow, I just didn't see it that way. And that Eight of Wands, see, here's the thing. Stop trying to control the outcome. It's like there's tension. There's a perfectionist vibe in the energy that says it has to be this way. I want it this way. And I know what I know. And that's okay. Sometimes it's okay to know what you know. But there's a difference in that. You know, you can know something, but you can also be flexible. And you can also say maybe. You know, as a child, one of the lessons, my gosh, I remember how frustrating it was as a child talking to my mother about this. She would always say, Kelly, it's a maybe. You don't know. Yes, you can have an opinion. Yes, you can believe something. That's why I always say, ask for what you want or better. Ask for what you want or better, because that means the possibilities are endless. You're not limiting yourself. But if you say, it has to be this way, I know myself, I know exactly how things are, well, okay, you know, then if that's working for you, great. But if it's not, understand that there needs to be some sort of flexibility there or change in energy. Now, the moon was all about what's going to be revealed, right? And taking inspired action. Start of the season. You're going to start something. And the Four of Pentacles here holding back, all or nothing. Well, here's the question. Do you want good things? Do you want to be in new energy, or do you want to be in the old? It's a very simple question. You know, I said this at an event that I was at yesterday. And that is, it doesn't matter what the question is. Ask yourself, are you in the old? Are you in the new? Are you in the old? Are you in the new? As an example of myself, I would say, okay, Kelly, are you in Kelly of yesteryear? No, no, I'm not. Or am I in the new energy? I want to be in the new energy. I have no choice. And that's just me. But I would say to you, if you want that vibrant, abundant life, you want that balance, you want those wishes to come true, you have to change your thinking and your perspective. And that Three of Swords that we're talking about, the heartbreak, yeah, you know, this is about seeing through the facade, secrets, love, insights. I'm telling you, there's going to be a moment where you're like, okay, I get it. Yep, received, message received. It's going to happen when you least expect it. I really believe it. You're going to be out somewhere. I don't know where, but you could be grocery shopping. You could be pumping gas. I don't know what it is. But essentially, it's going to be a moment where you're like, oh my, I get it. I get it. So that Nine of Wands, that wounded warrior, see, look, here we go. Whenever you're at your weakest, right, and you want to give up, this is when the universe sparks you. And you can call it twin flames, reawakening, whatever, catalytic heart activation. Essentially, this is when someone or something comes into your life to change it, to get you going. And what you don't know right now is that this happened to wake you up. If it's a person, they came into your life to wake you up, and vice versa. Okay, this is about making major life changes or having activations, a catalyst for major change to balance your masculine and feminine energies. So very interesting reading. This was very spontaneous. I kind of wasn't expecting to do this today, but I just felt the need to sort of sit down and talk about some of these fears. Let's just take a Power of Surrender card. These cards are amazing. Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. Okay, let's take one more just to kind of feel it out. Here we go. Surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. I really hope this resonates with you. I want to wish you all an amazing Halloween if you're celebrating. I would also like to wish you this midway point, a wonderful blessing, because right now you are at the point where you can choose who you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to do. The energy's changing, it's shifting, and I send you so much love. Thank you very much, and I wish you an amazing day.